friends. I'm actually gonna start this video with kind of an awkward merch plug. It fits in with like what I'm gonna be talking about in this video, and there really wasn't any other way to like do it. So currently for my latest release, there are shirts. They are classic shirts. They're available in tank tops, sweatshirts, and t-shirts. And they're only available for a limited time until September 10th. So I'm gonna put the link in the description of my video. And if you would like one, then go order one by September 10th, because that's how long they'll be around. Today, I wanted to talk about, I guess, what's been going on with me for the last month or so. I am kind of coming off of a bit of a rough patch, and I just wanted to take the opportunity to talk about it. So I decided a couple months ago that I was ready to actually be doing creative work and music and writing full-time. About two and a half months ago, I put in a pretty long notice at the place that I was working my day job. Fortunately, I left on really good terms. They all know there that I do music and that I write, and you know, I basically just let them know that I wanted to take a chance on this, and I figured this was probably my limited window of opportunity if I want to be able to do creative stuff full-time. So I decided to take a big leap of faith. And that in and of itself is a really scary thing. I have been very, very fortunate that I, through a lot of hard work and support from you guys and just good fortune, have been able to actually make somewhat of an income from doing this. But it's never the same, it's never guaranteed. So it's really scary to cut off the guaranteed, steady, predictable source of income. Right around that time is when I released Classic. So I released the lyric video for Classic towards the end of July, and then the music video on August the 9th. And I don't really know how to explain this without sounding like whiny or ungrateful, which is not the case at all. But I've become accustomed to a certain measure of like views and engagement when it comes to the music I release, especially lyric videos. Lyric videos always tend to be my strongest thing that I put out. I've been doing this for a lot of years now, so I generally know a number that I can expect within the first week. Like, for example, the lyric video for Empty Words earlier this year had, I think, 20,000 views in the first week. And that's, I mean, a pretty, like, average number for me, I think. And especially with book-based songs, I mean, those tend to be the most popular. And I was really, really excited about Classic. First of all, it's based on something really popular. It's based on To All the Boys I've Loved Before. But, like, even that aside, I just was really excited about this song. I think it's really catchy. I mean, I love Classic. And Daniel and I, the guy I recorded with, and I were so excited about it that we were like, let's like really go for it. Let's do some merch. Let's do stuff for social media where it's like the special like backgrounds and things just for this song. Like I went probably harder on the marketing and kind of pre-hype for this song than I've ever done for one before. And I randomly decided I wanted to do a music video. I want to do something really light and fun because so much of the stuff that I do is really like dark and feelingsy. So I had this like really silly idea for a music video and did it, and was just like really pumped about this release. I had timed it to when like it was just going to be coming off of when I stopped work, and I just thought it was going to be such a like great way to kind of start the next chapter of my life. And for reasons that I don't necessarily understand, it hasn't been a very popular release. Whereas the, you know, like I said, the lyric video for Empty Words had like 20,000 views in the first week. The lyric video for Classic's been out for over a month now, and it's got, I think, like 9,300. The music video's been out for a couple weeks, and it hasn't really broken 5,000. And I don't, again, want to sound ungrateful, because I am so thankful for every single person that takes the time out to listen to one of my songs. It is so amazing to me that I even have an audience for my music, and I work really hard to put stuff out that you guys will enjoy. I guess it was just disappointing. I had like a certain expectation going into it, and that didn't get met, and it made me feel like I had failed. And also around that time, and I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out if it has something to do with me or if it has something to do with like YouTube algorithms, but all of a sudden where I was used to getting a certain number of new subscribers every day, I mean, that number just plummeted. All of a sudden, it just launched me into like, are people done with me? Like, do they not enjoy what I've been putting out? Is this where I start to decline? Like, the timing of this is so terrifying because I literally am just leaving this job in order to do this full time. And I had gotten used to like a level of growth and, you know, what to expect for new subscribers and video views and everything. And all of a sudden, all of that just started tanking. And it really affected me more than I thought it would. There were a couple of weeks right around the time that classic stuff was coming out that I was really down, and I think like the most down that I've been in a long time. Because with my anxiety and depression, really it's the anxiety part as I've gotten older that's been the biggest thing I've had to deal with. But this was the first like depressive episode I've had in a long time. I don't think that I realized how much all of the metrics and the numbers affected me. So then I started like getting even more down on myself because I was like, I can't believe how much value I put into this. I can't believe that this is what I measure my success with. Then I start beating myself up for like, you know, again, feeling like, you know, there are so many people that would love to be in the position that you are. Like, you're so ungrateful. Wondering if I was doing something wrong. So, I mean, it just like all of the negative thoughts just came really rushing in, and it was a tough stretch. And I think it really made me come face to face with the possibility of failing. I've always been the kind of person, especially when it comes to this, that if I set my mind to something, I'm absolutely like hell-bent on achieving it. It's always how I've kind of operated, so I've made things happen for myself by, you know, means of a lot of hard work. And I think that I had just kind of gotten into a mentality of if I work hard enough for something, I'll make it happen. And it's really scary to come to grips with the fact that there are things that are not in my control and I could do all of the right things and not be successful. So I've just been grappling with a lot and figuring out how to look forward and move forward. I have done a lot of work within myself to be able to recognize and acknowledge when I'm having a hard time. So I was able to talk to, you know, my husband especially, to just say like, I'm really struggling with this and I don't know what to do to make it better. But sometimes, even if there's not really anything specific to do to make it better, like just being able to say it out loud and acknowledge it just feels like a weight lifted, because I know that I'm not alone. And I know that it's not going to last. I will pull myself out of it. Still having a lot of anxiety about kind of what the future looks like, and if, you know, this thing with classic not doing as well as I thought it would is like a one-time thing, or if, you know, the possibility that like maybe I've peaked and I hope not, but all I can do is continue to put out work that I believe in, continue to write music, continue to write this book, and just hope that the things that have led all of these people to my music will keep bringing in new people, and that I can just be doing this because I love it. I appreciate you so much. The most gratifying thing in the world is when I hear from one of you guys that says that my music has meant something in your life, and that is really all I can hope for. And I just want to remind you guys that everybody has times that they're down and things that they struggle with, and if you're struggling with something, the biggest thing that I can tell you is just to talk to somebody about it, because it really is not something that you have to go through by yourself. I love you guys, and I will see you next time.